Hello friends, Anuj Goel this side from Get My University. Friends, a lot of students, a lot of parents are having an inquiry, an inquisitiveness about MBBS in Philippines for session 2022. A lot of parents have an aspiration about this beautiful country called Philippines because of the wonderful education system, because of the wonderful FMG passing ratios, a good climatic condition, very favorable situations, a good Indian population also. So everything is almost very positive about the education system of Philippines, and the best thing is the patient flow is good and there is no language barrier. And considering the current situation of FMGL Gazette Regulation, whereby you have to clear your registration exam in the local language, definitely then Philippines poses a very strategic advantage for the parents who want to go for Philippines, because learning language and getting a proficiency in the language is not going to be very easy for the students, please, and that's a very serious question. So for the students who are looking for Philippines, this is a beautiful presentation. In this presentation, it's a very elaborate presentation, so I may request students to be patient, because we have to understand the problem in comprehensiveness, in totality. Okay, these Philippine students, our students, have been suffering a lot since last 1 year. We as a team Get My University and other fellow members of the community, they are fighting for the interest of the students, and it is very important for the students, for the prospective students, to understand what is the problem, what has been the problem with these students since last 1 year. So here comes the Philippines presentation, friends. So this Gazette of India, FMGL Gazette Regulation, came on 18th November 2021. This Gazette of India poses very threatening, I'll say stringent conditions for the students who want to pursue their medical education in abroad. And especially in case of Philippines, there were two conditions who were creating an issue. So first condition was that the course duration will be 54 months. In Philippines education system, a student has to undergo BS program followed by a medicine program, MD program. The duration of MD program is 48 months. Philippines follow a wonderful education system like America, like Canada. So that's how they have been doing since years. But because of this condition, they are binding it for the students, for the colleges to teach in 48 months. Second condition is the registration condition, that any student who is going to a country, they should be registered with the professional medical regulatory body. In case of Philippines, the registration body is PRC, and they generally don't give licensing condition or licensing accessibility to foreign nationals, because foreign students, they don't have a reciprocal agreement with the countries, they don't allow the students. So they have a reciprocal agreement with a country called Nigeria, but they don't have a reciprocal agreement with a country called India. So this is the basic difference. Okay, so that is also one of the second condition. Friends, this Gazette regulation was for every country, but after 18th November, a malicious campaigns were turned out, malicious campaigns were run for the students just by the other people who probably believe in the education of the other education system, and for the own commercial vested interest. They tried to convert the student, they tried to push the student and misguide the student for their own commercial benefit. But certainly these conditions were effectively affecting every country, and we are seeing it day in and day out. Now let's understand where is the problems through this diagram in Philippines. So this is the students who have went in 2020 and 2021, right? They were supposed to get into MD. Okay, now this FMGL Gazette Regulation came in 18th November. Now these students who went in 2021, they went as per the MCI bylaws. In MCI bylaws, they were definitely permitted to pursue the BS program, and they were very much accepting this program. A lot of students have already came back from these countries in India, and they are practicing in the country very successfully after clearing the FMG exam. Now these 20 and 21 students, they were yet to get into a medicine. Probably they must be enrolling themselves in January 22 or in December, but this gazette came, and this gazette said we will only accept the students who have started their MD before this gazette. So certainly this was something which is out of the box, right? There was no rational, there was no logic of this condition, right? A student who's already gone 2 years back, he's invested a lot of money, and now you're asking him to probably fall into the FMGL Gazette. The problem with falling in FMGL Gazette is that the students have to clear the licensing exam, they have to get the registration, but Philippines technically does not allow the registration. So this is the biggest problem. So students were in a very, very catch-22 situation. What about the validity of the program? And certainly this was a very, very strong pain area. I am sure, friends, this diagram is giving you much clarity about the medicine program. After this regulation, which I showed to you, I mean, you have understood the problem now, okay? There was a lot of discontentment among the students, and we as Team Get My University, we took the initiative in this campaign along with our fellow members, with the respective members of the community, right? And we started social media campaigns, we started digital signature campaigns. We started this campaign, and within 24 hours, almost 7,000 students signed this campaign. And this was the misuse of power by National Medical Commission towards students pursuing medicine abroad. There was a students tried, they collected on 8th of March to have a meeting with National Medical Commission to convey them that the problem, but NMC simply refused to meet the students, and this turned out into a big protest.
सर 4-5 को हार्ट अटैक आ चुका है, पेरेंट्स को डिप्रेशन में, बच्चे 3 महीने से
ऐसे हमें बीच बिचारे में हमको फंसा कर छोड़ दिया इन लोगों ने। अब
सर थर्सडे को आया, 5 घंटे रुक के गया ऑफिस के सामने, किसी ने एंट्री तो नहीं होने
5 घंटे से खड़े, इन्हें भी खड़ा होना चाहिए।
और अगर मेडिसिन का बच्चा यहाँ पे इस तरह से क्यों बैठना, मतलब शर्म की।
सर हम पिछले
मतलब मुझे लगता है कि ये सबसे हमारे देश की, जहाँ हम 21वीं शताब्दी की बात कर रहे हैं कि हमें 21वीं शताब्दी का भारत बन रहा है, यहाँ तो मुझे लगता है हम 18वीं शताब्दी। 3 साल से ये लोग कह रहे हैं फीस कम करेंगे, एनएमसी जब से आई है अभी तक कोई फी रेगुलेशन नहीं हुआ है, हर चीज
कुछ भी नहीं हुआ
हरियाणा। आज की डेट में हमें ऐसा लगता है कि इन लोग ने माइंडसेट बना लिया है ना। जब बच्चा फोन करता है तो जवाब क्या होता है। मैं लास्ट टाइम यहाँ पे आया था, मुझे यहाँ पे फोन पे क्या बोला गया, जो मेरा अपना एक्सपीरियंस था, जो मुझे बहुत बुरा लगा कि आपको कहा किसने था बाहर जाने के लिए। तो मैंने पूछा कि आपके पास ऑप्शन क्या है यहाँ पे, आप मुझे बताइए। मेरा 550 का स्कोर है, इंडिया की काउंसलिंग की भी अगर बात करते हैं 550 560 के स्कोर पे भी आपको बॉटम रैंक, आपको 55, आपको 560 पे कॉलेज नहीं मिला, आपको शौक लग रहा है बाहर जाने का, या तो अपना सपना छोड़ दो, कुछ मत करो।
Students, definitely, were very agitated by this stance. No one was ready to meet National Medical Commission representatives, were not ready to meet the students. And in utter, I'll say, disappointment, they started with this protest. There were a lot of sloganeering and all. And finally, NMC, with the, association of the local administration and police, they agreed to meet the student representatives. Friends, in that meeting, along with the other members, even I was present. And when we expressed this problem with the, with the respective members, with especially the UG chairperson, Mrs. Vanikar, she assured that she understands the problem and these students were not at fault and she will certainly give us justice soon. After this assurance, this protest was called off, but suddenly, to everyone's surprise, in spite of their promise, on 25th of March, they issued an official notification stating that they will not consider BS student as a part of medicine program. Definitely that is the point. I mean, that's not at all an objectionable point, but they said that these BS students will be affected in the FMGL Gazette Regulation, which I have expressed to you. So after this notification, there was a lot of unrest. Many people understood this issue, many intellectuals, many civic society people, media people, they took an initiative of raising the student voices. And there were a lot of coverage in media that why these students are being harassed and why NMC is passing these, out of the box and random, policy guidelines to harass the students. Friends, after this whole episode, right, we as a team Get My University always try to be the part of the students, to inform them, to educate them. You can refer to our earlier content. We made a lot of videos based on the student feedback, based on the legal and technical complication, based on the technical the grounds which NMC is misjudging. And then after these campaigns, when we found nothing happening, we, as a team with the fellow members, we decided to go for the legal petition and then started the legal fight. So friends, then after that, I'm just giving this here recap for the new students also to understand the problem. It will take them 5 minutes to understand, but this is very important for them to understand that where lies the problem and how was the response of National Medical Commission. Okay, so petition was filed in Delhi High Court and multiple petitions were filed. So this is the summary of the cases which are being filed in the High Court. We consulted one of the topmost legal firms of the country, which is Luthras and Luthras. They are one of the best legal firms, and they came out with a beautiful point in the Gazette that this there is a section applicability of this regulation in the Gazette, and these regulations will not be applicable to the candidates who are pursuing their education in foreign institution. They are pursuing their education On the other point, they are writing medical graduates, medical education over here. When they are using that, so it is clearly assumed that NMC was much aware that these students are pursuing the BS or language programs. So the new circular that they are issuing is an afterthought, but the initial gazette, it was very categorically understood that students are in BS. Okay. Then friends, this new case which was filed by LNL, court order came on 30th of August. 30th of August was the date, and the words that were mentioned were NMC has erroneously interpreted the regulation and applied them even to the foreign students who have commenced their education in foreign medical institution prior to 18th November. So this is a very beautiful observation by the court in their order that NMC has made an error and they are asked to correct this error. So friends, on this part, what I wanted to make you understood is through this legal petition, as of now, we are on a very, very sound position, okay? And court is also observing, so we expect a relief to be coming very soon for the students. Now, let's understand what are the technical issues in the case of Philippines. So friends, Philippines follow a principle of reciprocal agreement. This is a mail, this is a reply from Mr. Shambhu S. Kumaran. He is the ambassador to India in Philippines. And he's clearly written, a foreign national is allowed to take the Philippines local professional licensing exam only if there is a proof of reciprocity between the Philippines and the country of foreign national. As per the embassy records, the Philippines does not have a reciprocal principle of India. What does reciprocal principle said? Reciprocal principle state that you allow our students to practice and we allow your students to practice. So they have, Philippines has a reciprocal agreement with multiple countries, even Nigeria, but not with India. And as of now, efforts are very much on to kind of work around a solution to work around this reciprocal agreement with India also, so that the students in 2022 can definitely go and pursue their education in Philippines. Friends, after all this thing was going around in India in form of legal thing, there was a lot of activities being done by my fellow members and the respected college fraternity people. The best thing that they did, they brought all the colleges together. They made them realize what is the problem area. And all the colleges came together in Philippines. Let me tell you one thing. The Association of Medical Colleges is very, very powerful. They have a very strong voice in all the local bodies in the CHED, PRC, PLE. And together as a medical institution, all the 21 colleges made an appeal to the PRC, PLE to make some laws, to change some laws in the article of the Philippines. And after this very, very powerful representation, legal powerful representation by the 21 colleges, a notification came from CHED on 1st of September that this is with reference to the letter dated 1st August 22 by the 21 medical colleges. What are the what CHED is saying, that we are making a change in our CMO 18. Philippines work in a very, very systematic and very, very standardized process, friends. And now what the change they have made, this includes the recognition of 54 months of medical degree. So one point that was with NMC Gazette was 54 months is now solved. 54-month degree is awarded. The further affirms that the doctor of degree, medical degree awarded to the international student by the institution is the same degree awarded to the Filipino. The second point they are saying, it is the same degree. So degree is at par. Okay. So there is no bifurcation of the degree. There is a same education system we follow. So nothing to worry on that part. And this is a requirement to take the board examination to obtain valid license. This last sentence is something which needs more clarity, because what this is saying, that this gives you a eligibility to write the licensing exam, but certainly this sentence also does, this sentence does not give a clarity about if you are giving the permission to give the registration or not, which certainly this sentence does not mean. This is one aspect which is left and on which the medical colleges and the PRC is working very hard. So basis on this particular observation, Indian Embassy in Philippines, they issued an advisory after this CHED circular, because students were getting confused. The embassy is aware of the recent messages by private individuals, including forwarding a letter reportedly said to be issued from the CHED, Republic of Philippines, which does not fully address to the NMC criteria. That's what I am also saying, that the letter is welcoming. It is one of the first letter coming from a medical council of any country after this FMGL Gazette regulation, whereby the whole system is sitting together, be it medical colleges, be it PRC, PLE, regulatory bodies, to frame the regulation to see how they can give a solution to the students so as to come and prosper their education in Philippines. But this does not give a clarity on the registration thing. As I told you, PRC. So PRC is the body and the PLE is the body. Okay. There's a very recent meeting which is by the Ambassador of India, Mr. Shambhu Kumaran, with the Vice President of Philippines. Ambassador Shambhu Kumaran called on Sara Duterte. She's the Vice President, daughter of Mr. Duterte, who was the past President of the Philippines. And discussion on enhanced momentum bilateral ties focused on priority sectors such as education, including edutech. So I am very much sure in this meeting this issue was discussed, because this is a pain of thousands of Indian students who are studying in Philippines, and for the prospective student, even Philippines want a lot of students to come back and to enjoy the benefits of their wonderful education system. Considering everything, I have told you the history, the present, the current updates, both on the legal front, both on the Philippines colleges side. There is an appeal from Team Get My University to all the prospective students. Friends, Philippines poses a wonderful education system, and especially in current times when it is imperative, when it is important for every student to get the registration examination, to get the registration in local languages, any country, say, I don't want to name any particular country, but every country you have to give the registration licensing exam in the local language, which certainly is going to be very, very a challenging, daunting task for you. Understand, studying in local language is like you are studying a medical education in two languages, one is in English and one is in the local language, and that also medical learning a proficiency to an extent that you are fluent in the medical terminologies. It's not impossible, but it is something which will bring a lot of burden to the student. Our advice for the students who are aspiring to be a part of the Philippines education system: wait for some time. Though there may be people who may say it's all good, Philippines problem is solved, please come, get your money parked, pay the fees, give us the registration amount, wait for some more time. This patience will definitely help you. It is a honest and a genuine advice from my side. I understand the system, I have worked in the system. Please take my advice. Don't give any particular amount or park your money to any particular person. Already the students are suffering. I am 100% sure a solution will come. Very soon a solution will come. But please, for the new students, have some patience and wait for some time. And I am very sure very soon you will get a resolution on this part. So friends, as I told you, Philippines is a beautiful education system. In the current situation, they are being giving one of the best results. But we have one of the hard-earned money. We have to safeguard our interests as students. So please be a little cautious. Any questions you have about the medical education of Philippines, you are free to call us on this number mentioned in the screen, and I will definitely try to answer you in my best capacity. As always, I have been doing it throughout till date. So friends, thank you very much. I hope you will have a definite clarity, and thank you again for being a wonderful audience and for bearing with us for such a long time. Wishing you all the very best for your future course of action and for your very, very critical decision that will really going to take you a long way to be a successful medical professional. Thank you very much.
Say hello to GMU. We introduce you to the finest universities and help find the best fit based on your profile. We help with applications and assist with documentation, visas and even accommodation. With over a decade's worth of experience, 40 university partners in 10 countries worldwide and more than 5,000 satisfied students, GMU does it all.